Hello, my name is Peter Schwartzman. I'm the One Human. I'm opening this channel today because it's important. I feel like I have something to contribute, and I think alternative media is essential in our current environment. I'm excited about this project. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a professor at Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois. I have been teaching environmental studies there since 1998. Have enjoyed teaching immensely. I'm also a politician, although I don't like to think of myself in that sense because so many politicians are maligned these days. But I'm a politician by virtue of being a city council member in Galesburg for 10 years and then most recently being mayor, where I currently sit for the last 2 years. I'm also a father of 2 amazing daughters who are now have reached the age of 18 and who are now, full-fledged adults. I'm also a writer. I'm also an environmental, what I refer to as an engager, and as opposed to some other terminology. You'll see that in my clips, in my channel, and why that's important to me. Being very connected to the community and the power of the community is critical. Let me tell you a little bit about myself that's not necessarily professional. I've been fortunate enough, I've been to 49 states. The only one I haven't been to, you may guess, is Alaska. I've been to 8 countries in the world. Haven't traveled a lot recently, but in my earlier years did spend some time in Europe and South America, Central America as well, and in Latin America. I am also someone who has crocheted a blanket for a king-size bed, thanks to my grandmother, Helen, who taught me how to crochet when I was very young. I'm also someone who has played in 4 national Scrabble championships over the last 25 years. That's something I find a kind of outlet to get away from a lot of the challenges and some of the stresses of my life. I'm also a person who has written a book, co-authored with my father, called The Earth Is Not For Sale. I've also written books on word games, 6 books now, which is part of what I do on my spare time. I also played Division III basketball in college, and that wasn't a great player, but I enjoyed being there and being part of the team and being the team captain for many of those years. Probably the most formative experience I ever had in my life. I spent 5 weeks in an international youth camp abroad where I met children from all over the world. And these were not just everyday children, they were children who had the opportunity as me to be in one space and thinking about our lives and our future. And this was back in the 1980s. What is the purpose of this channel? I'm going to spend a lot of time on this channel interviewing local people, regional people who are doing things in their community. I think we can gain a lot of inspiration from those kinds of discussions, a lot of insight, because these people, just like me, are just everyday people. They're humans, and they're looking at their communities, they're looking at the challenges, and they see them as opportunities. And they're not just sitting around complaining, as I did for a long time, but they're actually being engaged. They're getting their hands dirty, and I want you to meet these people, both those in Galesburg and those elsewhere. I'm going to be doing some shorts explaining some things I've learned over the years through my political and educational work. So things on the environment, things on the economy, things relate to social concerns that we all have. And at times, these shorts, likely no more than 5 minutes, will be there to be provocative, to get the discussion going. I think a lot of topics are left undiscussed. The mainstream media doesn't do a great job of really encouraging critical discourse or critical thinking, and I'm going to try to do that in my video. So with that, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you'll enjoy these videos. I hope perhaps you will partake in them. If you know someone who's doing some great things, please let me know. As you'll see, there will be different websites and things at the end of the video that you can visit and share your thoughts, because I really am interested in your thoughts as much as anything. And as I'll do in every video, I'll recommend a book. And this is a book that was just recently given to me to read. I've read a little bit of it, but it is very provocative and I think very necessary at this time, right? It's called Act of Hope. And the subtitle is How to Face the Mess We're In Without Going Crazy. And I suspect most people watching this can understand that sentiment. And so these two authors provide a pathway forward. I think it's important that we all work together in our communities, in our countries, and across nations, to make this world a better place for everybody. So with that, I'll end, and thank you for watching.